A lot of people would think you can't get close to 80 grams of protein in a McDonald's meal, but you can, and this is how you do it. What is the best order I can get at McDonald's if I'm serious about weight loss and muscle gain? McDonald's is not really a place that you go to if you're trying to gain muscle and lose fat. Stuff's really processed. It's not nearly as satiating as food that you'll make at home. Sometimes it is the move to go get food from somewhere else. It helps to know exactly what you should order. Because if you don't, you might end up ordering something that's going to destroy your calorie deficit for the entire week. So we're going to look at two different orders today. One, if you're trying to lose fat, a lower calorie order, and one if you're a little less concerned about calories, a good bulking order. Can I get a 3-piece McCrispy chicken strip, tangy barbecue sauce, a double quarter pounder with cheese, some apple slices, and a Diet Coke? We got the goods. Let's crack them open. For the cutting meal, we've got these McCrispy strips, 350 calories and 30 grams of protein, which are some of the best macros I've ever seen on any fast food item, especially from McDonald's. Instead of a really high calorie dipping sauce like the creamy chili sauce, we swapped that out for some tangy barbecue sauce, which only has 45 calories. For a side, instead of French fries, which are really popular, but unfortunately have no nutritional value whatsoever and are really, really high in calories, we got these apple slices. They're only 15 calories. If you were to eat a large fry from McDonald's every single day, you'd gain a pound of fat a week just from that. Now, if you swap that out for these apple slices, even though you're eating a lot of the same things, that is equivalent to saving a pound of fat per week. Something else that you would gain a pound of fat a week from eating is 2 Cokes a day. So for our drink, we have to play smart and get one of the only 0-cal drink options. The other 2 of those are water and black coffee. So all in all, this meal put together gives you 410 calories and 30 grams of protein, which is a great option for people that are trying to get something while they're on the go, but still lose fat. Now, if you're bulking, we're gonna swap out these apple slices for a burger at McDonald's that has a shockingly high amount of protein. This is the double quarter pounder with cheese. So this meal is going to give you 1,135 calories on 78 grams of protein. So a lot of people might be spooked by putting over 1,000 calories into a meal from a fast food place. And to be clear, a lot of the food that you're going to get from McDonald's is not going to be as satiating or satisfying as an 1,100 calorie meal that you would produce at home. But still, getting 78 grams of protein out of a meal is really impressive. And if you're trying to bulk, in many cases, you're trying to eat close to 3,000 calories in a day. Surprisingly, sandwiches like the Filet-O-Fish and the McChicken don't even come close to this burger in terms of their total macros. A lot of that is because the patties, like for the Filet-O-Fish and the McChicken, are fried. So you're losing a lot of the gain that you would get from the protein in that meat is getting lost because you're deep frying it. Other sandwiches like the McChicken or the Filet-O-Fish are also adding sauces like the tartar sauce or the mayonnaise. And again, those things are adding hundreds of calories behind the scenes that you're not noticing. This sandwich only has ketchup and mustard. Ketchup is super low in calorie and mustard has no calories. So you're in a much safer place with this one. A lot of people would think you can't get close to 80 grams of protein in a McDonald's meal, but you can, and this is how you do it. An honorable mention, if you either don't want a burger this big or you're trying to stay lighter on your calories and you're tired of chicken, you can always swap out the double quarter pounder with cheese for the McDouble, which has 390 calories and 22 grams of protein. McDonald's used to sell grilled chicken salads on the menu. Those are gone, which sucks because those are some of the best macro efficient items on any sort of menu. Let's dig into our food. There's a lot more chicken on here than a typical McNugget or in like a McChicken patty. So I definitely see where they put the extra protein in. The only thing is it just feels like there's a breading on it that doesn't add a whole lot of crunch. It's not crispy at all. You know what I mean? It feels like it's a good piece of chicken, moderately juicy, and there's a salty breading on the outside. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's fine, and it'll get the job done, but it's not something that I would want to eat frequently. All right, we've got the double quarter pounder with cheese. Bon appetit. Yeah, this one's hard to hate. Even if you're not a McDonald's fan, the double quarter pounder with cheese is just good. It's good, salty meat, pickles, American cheese, ketchup and mustard. I wouldn't prefer it to a burger that I make myself, but it's gonna get an 8 out of 10 on the fast food scale, that's for sure. To wash it down, we've got our 0-calorie Diet Coke. And as everyone knows, the Diet Coke from McDonald's just hits differently. It's the best. I'm not a huge fan of Diet Coke personally. I do like a 0-cal soda. I tend to reach for different options like 0 sugar Sprite or a lighter soda that doesn't have as much caffeine so I can enjoy it at any time of the day. The Diet Coke's still good. And because it has 0 calories, it's gonna complement our meal well and not pull us away from our fitness goals. And on the side, we've got the apple slices. Well, all the skin is removed, about 30% of the flavor is missing, and they're a little bit dehydrated. But they don't taste bad. They're not terrible. And for a side, they're still a great option that's gonna keep your calories low. The cutting meal, I'm gonna give a 7. It gets the job done. I'm not a huge fan of the McCrispy strips in terms of their taste and texture, but they do have some protein, they do have some decent flavor, they do get the job done. The bulking meal, I'm gonna give an 8. A big, juicy double quarter pounder with cheese does hit like a really good cheeseburger. Tastes good, and you're also getting those McCrispy strips on the side, so you're getting some extra protein there, and you're getting a satisfying drink. So while it is fast food, and that's never gonna be as good as food you make on your own, we're gonna give it an 8 out of 10.